My name is Delfin-Ibarra. I am an oral circulator in the surgery department at Valleywise Health.
My name is Tiarah Rivas. I'm an advanced clinical nurse and I work in the CHC in our outpatient oncology clinic.
My name is Malhuia. Most people know me as Mal. I'm a nurse here at Valleywise Health Medical Center. I work with the burn center, particularly the burn clinic. I initially was introduced to nursing about junior, senior year, high school. My mom was going to nursing school at the time. She was actually the one that introduced me into what it means being a nurse. And I think a lot of that inspiration came from her, seeing her go through the schooling process. And so for her to have a career like that was really inspiring.
I originally wanted to be a history teacher. My family's health history wasn't all that great. I kind of wanted to be more of like an asset or a resource for my family and my community. So that's why I decided to be a nurse.
Sometimes when you dance, you don't really see everyone. You just see yourself, the drum, and it brings a sense of peace.
It's a bunch of movement that's happening, and it's often known as a prayer in motion.
When you're dancing, depending on who you're dancing with, you kind of feed off of each other's energy. So it's like, if you're gonna dance harder, I'm gonna dance harder. We did start on the same floor as new grads, and that was kind of funny because at the time nobody knew we were dating, because when we were here we were just coworkers and that was it. But now that we both work in different clinics, me in oncology and him, he still does burn, but he's in the outpatient clinic now. Like even just working for the same organization but in separate clinics is cool too, because I feel like now we have a lot of interesting conversations about our work days.
I became a nurse first, and my son, I'm very grateful that he followed my footsteps. It's a hard one. Nursing is not an easy thing to do. You have to really want to do it. You really have to have empathy and compassion and kind of give your all. How many people can say, hey, I work with my son, or I work with my daughter, or I work with my mom, you know? And I say Tiarah as my child too, because I've known her since she was in high school. I see the beauty that they have in caring for people. When we go dance places and when I see them here at work, it makes my heart so happy. It makes my spirit feel happy. My indigenous roots, on my father's side, he's from Nayarit, which is the Northwest Territory of Mexico, and we come from Cora descent. On my mother's side, we are Apache and Mexican descent. I pursued Aztec dancing. I actually saw it when I was a kid. My mother and father used to take us out to events for like Mexican Independence Day. My favorite was seeing the Aztec dancers when they would come out. They didn't have to say anything. They just came out, and just like the rhythmic sounds that you would hear, their movements was enough to kind of leave me in awe.
My family does Aztec dance. We go by Grupo Coatlicue. My parents have taught me traditional ways of many indigenous cultures, but the Aztec dance, Mexica dance, that's been a big part of my life ever since I was a baby.
I'm a danzante in our Grupo Coatlicue. I started dancing in 2016. I didn't grow up with these ways of life, but they were kind of offered to me to learn, and I've been in it ever since.
So the dance is storytelling, what we're doing. The name Coatlicue translates to a serpent skirt. It's Mother Earth. Mother Earth is a symbol of being a creator and a destroyer, a symbol of life, death, childbirth, warfare, governance, agricultural. So that consists of everything of those communities. So when we dance, that's what I share with the people. I share with the community what it is and why we dance. We dance because it helps us heal physically, spiritually. It kind of integrates our spirituality and our health, mental well-being, all of that combined.
Oh yeah, it's definitely both hard work, but it is a lot of fun. For me, I would say my favorite parts is learning the stories that go to all the dances. Each step represents a certain thing, an element, a spirit, or any of the gods in the Aztec mythology stories. You can never really learn enough.
Now I understand like the pride of wearing your culture. My uncles would always tell me like, be proud of who you are. So now I think that's a big thing, is representing the things in my culture, from the turquoise and silver that was used, the gold and turquoise in my nose, these patterns, these are sacred patterns that we use. All of these have spiritual meanings as well. I have more patients compliment me and ask me questions about either my own heritage or the jewelry, or just so simple, hey, I think you're your ears look beautiful.
This is something I think I'm going to be doing for a long time, and when I can't, you know, I have faith that my children will continue to do the same, and, you know, when I become a grandmother, maybe my grandchildren will too.